What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have all the Saggy gang out there with me today, up here in the teacup. Happy December. I can't believe it's almost / is December, depending on when you were watching this. Happy birthday, Sagittarius tribe. Happy belated if I just missed you. We are here to do your December monthly tarot spreads. So strap in. It's going to be a ride, Sagittarius. Are you up for that? I'm just kidding. All right, so guys, general messages here on YouTube. Not everything I say will resonate with all the Sagittarians out there. So please do use your own discretion and discernment and your intuition to guide you to take away messages for your best and highest good that you feel are meant for you, that offer you insight, empowerment, motivation. That is my goal. That is what I am aiming here to do today. If messages that I am spinning out feel foreign to you or don't resonate, don't take them. It's probably not for you. It's general. It's probably a message meant for someone else. I always welcome you guys to come into this with an open heart and an open mind, because sometimes messages will resonate for you in the future. Later down the line, a few hours, days, weeks, months, whatever. If something clicks for you, take it and run with it. That means it was your message. Everything else you want to know about this video will be in that description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. So go ahead and check those out. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. If you're not into that, I'm happy just to have you here on YouTube. Thanks for joining me today. Like, share, subscribe wherever you can. That helps me a whole lot. And I'm just so happy to have you guys. My Sagittarians always show up for me. I got mad love for you guys. Ooh, bottom of your deck is Ace of Cups. Hello. Hello, love and happiness. We'll take it. All right, so let's start off in your energy. Ooh, wow, your bottom of your decks are hot, Sagittarius. They're on fire. Well, that's appropriate since you're a fire sign. All right, your energy coming into the month. 4 of Pentacles. All right. Instantly, I heard there's a risk that needs to be taken. You're holding back. You're a bit potentially worried about maybe the financial risk it may involve, or the outcome, or basically what this boils down to is you're not living in the moment. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not listening to that voice that is trying to guide you to release and let go. This can sometimes be a card of having control issues. And no shade, Sagittarius, you know I love you. We're gonna fix this and figure out how to motivate you and inspire you. But yeah, in a lower vibration, sometimes this card is the miser card. It's holding back your money. It's being stingy. Not just with money, it could be, but with your energy, with your love. What are you holding back from? And ultimately, it's like you're blocking your own blessings by not reaching out to take what life is trying to offer you. It's like in order to receive that new pentacle, that new cup, right? That new opportunity where your love will, your cup runneth over. Something that will bring you joy and happiness, fulfillment, love, even greater source of spirituality. You're hesitant to reach out and take it because here's what's so important. You don't want to risk the stability that you've already gained or that you currently have. This, with any foreign tarot, it's very much a safety zone. It's a safety place, a safety spot. I just heard that expression, something about your safety square. My friend is a kindergarten teacher, and she says something about, you have to set boundaries and limits for, there's some little catchy phrase. It's like, wait just there, you're in my safety square. It's like, keep your distance, sir. It's silly. Maybe some of you work with children, maybe some of you are teachers. But that's sort of what this is. It's like, hold on just there, I'm good as is. Why are you trying to invade my space? Why are you all up in my grill? That's what's going on here. Interesting. All right. Some of you have detached yourself from society, or moved away from parents, or moved away from what is familiar, gone off to a different location, a different job, and things are just settled. They're just so. They're not going to be perfect, but again, there's some sense of security on where you're at, and you're not wanting to risk anything to progress it forward because you're too worried about the loss. It's very much you're worried about what will be versus what is now in the moment. What is your heart telling you to do, Sagittarius? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with that earth energy. You may have that strong in your chart. You may have a Venus in an earth sign. I don't know why that came through. The Hanged Man, yeah. All right, so you're really thinking it through. You're not sure you're ready to welcome this change. And I do think that you guys are very in tune with spirituality. You are the philosophers of the zodiac. Wands are very spiritual. I think you guys know that something is about to come in for you, or is currently, again, like kind of hanging there waiting. It's like in your space. Are you going to reach out and grab it? It's almost like for a lot of you, it's already presented as a possible opportunity, but you're really withdrawn or held back from reaching out to grab it, from going after it, from, do you know what I mean? And here's why this is so important. With the Hangman, card number 12, there is this idea of something would need to be sacrificed in order to transition into a new cycle, into a new chapter. And that's what this is. It's like no risk, no reward. You can keep the 4 pennies, or you can drop one to reach out and accept something greater from the universe. But to do that, you may lose that 1 penny. Do you know what I'm saying? This is all in metaphor, but I think you get what I'm saying. With the Hangman, it does talk about what needs to be, what can we sacrifice? What can we let go of? What is the story that we've been writing? And like, if we're using the metaphor of a book, maybe some of you are writers or authors, what characters don't we need in this story anymore? What like plot twists are trying to come into the story and make it even more exciting and even more adventurous, Sagittarius? You love that. You live for the adventure. We have to make room for it, right? We can't hold on to all this baggage that we currently are holding, because it's not allowing us to grow and thrive. It's very much a card of worried about the stability of one's life, the finances, your home, your health. Exercise might be really important to you, particularly dancing. Some of you might be dancers, because I mean, ultimately he's being presented as like a ballet, or is ballerina the same for male and female? I don't know if it is. Somebody let me know in the comments below. But anyway, the Hangman, it comes right before the card of death, Scorpio. And that's so significant because in Scorpio season, we are asked to release anything that doesn't serve us. The mental baggage, the emotional baggage, even maybe the physical baggage. Like go into your closet and clean out the shit you don't wear anymore. Emotionally, mentally, energetically, _energetically, it's going to help you make space for new blessings and new abundances to come into your life. Because believe it or not, Saggy, they're coming like gung-ho, like a damn baby on a unicorn, like really lovely cards, maybe a Leo, maybe a water sign for those looking in love, but ultimately joy and happiness, right? It's even if you're not looking for love, career, family, whatever. There's really beautiful partnership, team dynamics trying to come in, but it does involve you, a couple things, needing to have a greater hope in the universe, in fate, in the divine, that there's something better out there for you. You're trying to stay grounded, but it's like you're too grounded. You're too rooted. You've married yourself to the idea of staying in this arena, whatever that is for you, this particular chapter in your life. But it's like you also are toying with the idea of something greater because you have one foot dipped in that pool of intuition, your dreams, new love, new happiness. Again, it's that same cup, water, our dreams, our wishes, our fulfillment. This is the star of there's something greater out there for you. Your North Star, your compass is guiding you to transition, to transform from Hangman mode where you're deliberating or thinking, really trying to understand what you need and what you don't need. So ultimately you can transition into a new chapter, death. Say goodbye to like the old version of you and welcome in new blessings. Because like I said, like really strong cards. You have this, wow, you have the World too. Really strong cards. All these blessings are trying to come into you. The World, closing out major cycles and chapters. You have the Soulmate card. You have the 8 of Cups, going after something greater, following your intuition to your wish fulfillment. After the 8 of Cups is the 9 of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles, change and movement, and you have the Hierophant. Wow. Let me just tell you, Sagittarius, bottom of your deck is stacked. It's like when you decide that you are ready to, right? Because healing is a very personal process. It cannot be rushed. This is a card of healing, right? It comes after the Tower. So that says to me, you Sagittarians have been through some major shit in your life. You've had to rebuild probably multiple times. And so it makes sense that this is coming in because you don't want to risk what you've had to rebuild, right? The Star comes after the Tower. The Tower is the shitstorm that blows through. It knocks our structure down so we can rebuild. The Tower has already come. It's over. It's done with. You guys are in healing stage, So this is saying to me, while you may be hesitant to take that leap of faith, that risk, there are beautiful things ahead of you that you don't quite see it. And it's something about just because you can't see it doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in it. Believe in something greater than yourself. God, universe, angels, ancestors, fairies, unicorns, whatever does it for you, Sagittarius, right? But it will, okay, and it does have to do with bridging a gap from the past. You guys are still fixated on what's been lost, spilled cups, the disappointment in your life, that again, these blessings, these cups that stand right before you or within reach, right? You're very close to discovering this new love, this new career, this whatever, this new person. It's right there, but are you ready to leave the past behind? And that is exactly why Hangman is coming up. Are you ready to transform? Some of you, you're not sure yet. You're on the brink of it. You're in Hangman mode, right? Are we ready to like snip the cord, right? Are we ready to like cut the cord and end this old cycle once and for all and transition? And it's your season, Sagittarius. Like, it's your birthday. It's time to like paint the town red and go out and like be open to new blessings that are trying so hard to come in. There's some of you that it's like you don't even want to go out. This is sort of presenting as hermit mode. It's like, how do we get you out in the open presenting as like Shazam, like this dancer? He is confident and proud, right? But because he's the Hanged Man upside down, he's lacking confidence. He's not sure if he wants to like present himself to the tribe, to the people, to the public. He has great reservations because he or she, right? In Hangman mode, he or she. He doesn't want to have his heart broken. She doesn't want to have her heart broken, right? Because that's happened in the past. It's like you've been burned before. You've been overwhelmed. You've been drowned by emotions and sadness. But there's happiness. It's right there, Saggy. So how do we get you there? Let's see. What is going to be your challenge or your focus? Going after those wishes, that wish fulfillment card, the 9 of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, listening to your heart, Sagittarius, aligning yourself with your heart space and getting your energy right, raising your vibe up so that you do have a great sense of pride and accomplishment. It sort of has to do with people in your life too. I'm not sure why that's coming through here, but being proud of the relationships you've built in your life, finding your soul tribe, your people. But yeah, cups speak about our joy, our happiness, and you have the 8 of Cups right here. So this is the moment when you decide to go for it. Hangman mode, it's like you're thinking about it. You're contemplating, is this still the life I want to associate with? Is this still my true identity? Or am I becoming something else? It's like this is the chrysalis before it breaks free as the butterfly. This is when you're like, oh no, like I'm a butterfly now. I gotta be free. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. Have you guys seen that movie? Is it Other Guys with Will Ferrell? They always say that. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. And that's so Sagittarian. I love it. You need freedom. You need excitement. You need to grow. Here, there is no growth. It is stagnant. So what's going to help you grow? Aligning with your heart space and deciding what it is that you want in your life, not only to build, not only to chase after, but what is going to make your heart swell with joy. That's actually coming up as your challenge. So, I mean, spend some time journaling, maybe make some art, right? It's almost like art as therapy. It's going to draw it out of you. It's going to kind of illuminate you to ideas and answers that, don't get me wrong, they're there. They exist within you, but it's bringing them up and out so that you can look at them like trophies on a wall of, I want this and I want that and I want this. And it's like, okay, well, let's go get it too. But first we have to know and understand what that is and also why we want it, the feelings attached to that. The underlying energy, yeah, it does have to do with people and love for a lot of you, and faith and spirituality with cups, right? Cups and water, it's very healing, but this is a card of Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Again, same here. The challenge for you is finding, it has something to do with your soul tribe, your family, the relationships in your life. Maybe that needs a second glance or a second look. This could talk about repairing troubled relationships in your life. That's going to be the challenge. And again, as I was saying, that's why the 5 of Cups, you've been hurt in the past by people in your life. So it's understanding that this was once your story. You were once, that woman or man in the black trench coat hiding away from the world, withdrawing from society. But with this, it's the total eclipse of the heart, right? Your brain, your heart, your energy, it's being shadowed by the negative. The 3 outweigh the 2, but again, it's all about your mindset. It's raising your vibe to recognize, yeah, this happened and it was unfortunate, but you know what? Like, this isn't my story anymore. I'm going after this story. I want to find my partner. I want to find the love of my life. I want to find my dream career. I want to find new avenues of happiness because these just aren't cutting it for me. It's like, this is what has made you feel wounded. What has made you felt pain in the past. Like, let's literally get over it. It's like a bridge. And I don't mean to say that in a condescending or harsh way, like, oh, just get over it, Sag. I'm not saying that. I know you've been through a lot, clearly, right? That's why you're hesitating to take risks, to put yourself back out there. There's shaky confidence with a lot of my Sagittarians out there. If you're resonating with this reading, you're conflicted. Do I or don't I? Internally conflicted about the next path you want to go down. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of mystery in this path. There's a lot of question marks. I said the exact same thing to Aquarius. You're conflicted about whether to take a risk and venture off into the unknown. But with the moon, your intuition is what is guiding you, and your intuition is your internal guidance system that speaks to you through your emotions. So for some of you, if you're feeling conflicted or stuck, if you are into faith and spirituality at all, that is going to help guide you to something greater where there will be victory. And you know what there's going to be victory of? Releasing negative thoughts that once held you back, negative thoughts that once gave you anxiety and felt crippling, nasty things you were saying to yourself or other people who were saying things to you that made you feel stabbed in the back. This is no longer your story. It's like you are triumphantly marching into the unknown to leave this behind, closing out of a nasty cycle, potentially months, potentially years that you felt crippled, right? By your thoughts. Sometimes this is a card of needing to speak with a therapist or a counselor. And like, there's no stigma in that. There's no shame attached to that, right? It's just a matter of fact. It's like, if we are able to find a healthy coping mechanism to like one by one remove these swords that, again, it's like it's keeping you stuck to the ground. Once you release and are able to recognize, like, it's like unravel yourself from this wound too, like wound as in pain, right? Wound from a sword. Then you allow yourself this great freedom to fly, like the butterfly, like the peacock. I'm a peacock, you gotta let me fly. I think that's what I'm gonna name your video. Your challenge is going to be loving yourself too. That's what's coming through here. Loving yourself enough to go for your 9 of Cups, for your wish fulfillment, to go after what brings you joy and happiness. And for some of you, that may be reconciling with your child or a parent or working in some sort of career field where you're helping children. What is the help available to my Sagittarians? The King of Pentacles, card of Taurus, also Virgo and Capricorn. So you have 2 kings on the board. Very interesting. Something about conflicting dynamics or a power struggle. Interesting. All right, hold on. There's a couple things here, but I want to clarify it first. The help available to you is potentially a bankable idea, something that you could, something that is very valuable, something very tangible in the reality, in the 3D. Pentacles talks about our money, our bank account, our health, our home, being business savvy or financially savvy. And if that's the case, it's interesting that you see yourself as needing to hold on for dear life, potentially to your money, because you sit on like very valuable assets or skills or talent. If you're not rolling in the dough yet, it seems like, again, you're sitting on huge amounts of potential to grow something. There's a seed that exists within you that maybe you've started to like, I don't know, germinate, but it's like you need to give it more sunlight and more water to get that seed, that plant, that crop, that skill, that talent to grow properly. You need to invest more time in this. And it's like shower it with love and warmth and happiness. Some of you may literally need to buy a plant and treat it as if it's your child. Something about the idea of extending energy. And hey, you know how they say, if you talk to a plant and say beautiful, kind things to it, it grows better, versus if you were to get a plant and like leave it alone, you know, ignore it and then say shitty things to it. This is like real studies they've done. It's incredible. It's about the energy we're giving off. So your the help available to you in the coming months of December is raising your vibe to grow whatever it is you want to grow. Is it your family? Is it your bank account? Is it your love life? Is it your career? Huge potential here. And stability. If some of you are worried about stability, you know who's stable? The King of Pentacles. Underlying energy for that is the Ace of Swords. So again, this talks about sacrifice to me. There's something you need to cut out of your life in order to let something grow and thrive. You need to like liberate yourself. You need to get rid of that person who's always shitting on you or making you feel crappy. You need to leave that job that doesn't pay you what you're worth, it's like it's more headache and conflict and competition. It's not doing anything good. It's not contributing positively to your life. To me with this, it's a sword, right? It's protecting your energy, but it's also cutting. Swords cut, right? It's something to do with wounds, but this card came up and I instantly heard snip, cut it. It's like the dangling cords. We said that earlier about the hangman, like something is keeping you stuck here. It's not allowing you to transform to the butterfly. I know that's a cheesy metaphor, guys. I'm sorry. It just keeps coming up. It's like we need this hangman to come into the upright so that he can dance again, so that he can be free, right? So he can be the friggin' butterfly, the swan princess, whatever it is, right? This to me is saying, cut something out of your life that is holding you back. It's that one final snip. Get it over with, Doc. Give me the shot. I'm ready to take it. It's like snip and you're done. Some of you may need to have a surgery. Like there's a reason it's presenting as that. And it's like once that final thing is cut out, there's illumination. There's clarity. There's an epiphany. And it's like, oh, this seed, like I'm going to take it here and it's going to grow and it's going to be powerful. Something about a bankable idea. Project. Maybe it's a collaboration with an earth sign or a water sign. You have two very powerful, you have kings, two kings arising. You may have a decision to make between two people. Are you going to work for this person or are you going to work for that person? Do you want to, I don't know, build a relationship with this person or with that person? If that's the case, it seems like you're cutting out the air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, to embrace a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but that's not going to be for all of you. But that's the help available to you. What is that one? It's almost like devil energy. It's like it's keeping you shackled. Once you break free from that shackle, it's like you recognize your strength, your power, like you step up to wield that mighty sword of truth and justice, right? Once you sever that final thing that's been holding you back, abundance comes in. It's like things start to grow and mature and germinate. Money flow is better. You valued different things before, and especially with that yellow, there's illumination. You know what it is? It's like things that are already in your life somehow become all the more important. There's greater value placed on things that are already in your immediate surroundings. You just didn't see it that way before. Sagittarius, that's a powerful message. All right. What is the advice or guidance for my Sagittarians? Justice. And we said that. Truth, justice, clarity, that idea, that epiphany, it sets you free and allows you to like rebuild with flying colors. Here you're worried about rebuilding and taking some sort of risk because you don't want to shake the foundation that I think you've already rebuilt, right? We talked about that tower moment in the past. Here it's like, oh, I just got up and running. This could even be like recovering from an addiction. Like I've been sober for 3 months and I'm nervous to hang out with that other, or I'm nervous to go out in society again and be around, you know, potential avenues that are going to suck me back in. I'm not advocating anything in terms of that. You have to do with what you're comfortable with. But there is something about taking a risk that is going to be helpful to you in alignment with your heart space. Yeah, especially something about alcoholism, addiction, the idea of these are the cups that once held me back in terms of like intoxication. Interesting. Something about, yeah, like, or even substance abuse. It's like you can hang those up on your wall as a trophy because they're like the demons that you've conquered. Look at his pride, his glory, right? His hat, it's that passionate red. He aligned with his heart space, his heart chakra, right? And it's like you are the warrior. You have victoriously conquered the demons in your life. And now it's like you're growing and thriving and living your best life. Sagittarius. Oh my God, this is adorable. Underlying energy for justice is the Four of Cups. All right, so you have another four. This is kind of the same message. So here's that other four. We know about fours, right? The safety zone, the comfort zone. It's okay. It's stable. It's nothing to, it's nothing to criticize. But how long do you want to stay in this comfort zone? Ultimately, no risk, no reward, right? Things will always be the same when this card is presenting, and they could be better. But it does involve like extending your energy of some kind. Again, letting go of that one pentacle in order to gain a whole lot more. It's the same here. It's like, it's funny how the Four of Cups is depicted though. It's these three cups, there's boredom, there's complacency. Three cups is supposed to be emotion, happiness, teams, reunions, friendships, celebrations. Here it's like they've become kind of whatever. This new cup, this Ace of Cups is so desperately trying to come into your life, Sagittarius. But it's going to take a risk. You're going to have to leave the emotional comfort zone behind. I think for a lot of you, that's what it is. I think a lot of you have had your heart broken a lot. And so you're not willing to take risks when it comes to your heart. Putting yourself out there, again, something about lacking confidence or not thinking that you are desirable or self-worth, which is just so not true. Have I told you guys that Sagittarians always get the most cross-watchers? Sagittarius, and it's not just my channel, this is like a thing. Sagittarians and Capricorns like universally have the most cross-watchers. There is something magic about your guys' energy. Now, Capricorns, they're the devil, right? And I should clarify that. They're the devil card in tarot. Love me, my Capricorns. And you guys are cuspers, aren't you? Interesting. Anyway. Capricorns have that very, almost like devil may care type thing about them. I'm not going to go into that. Sagittarians, you're different. You are the wand suit. Again, like the moth to the flame, you draw people in with your like magneticism, your charisma, your humor, your souls, your spirituality. You guys are mother effing badasses. And I just want you guys to know that and believe that about yourself, because that's coming through here. It's like regaining your confidence, regaining your, it's like your ability to see the truth about just how amazing you are. You're presenting as King of Pentacles, something that is wealthy, can grow and thrive, stable, rooted, even pragmatic. I don't know why that term is coming up. Anyway. That was a side route. Sorry, Sagittarius. Four of Cups, complacency. This new cup that's trying to come into you, it doesn't come without some sort of risk. And it's like a risk about justice. It's about setting things right once and for all. That's sort of what I mean here. The words are not coming. I'm not being eloquent. I'm sorry. It's setting things right once and for all. It's picking up your sword of truth, your sword of justice, and fighting for your heart, fighting to regain that balance in your life. You guys have already fought a tremendous amount to restore that balance, to feel like you're steady and on your feet again, but you've gotten too comfortable. You've gotten to sort of thinking, all right, well, this is my life and it's okay, but this is how it's going to be. And it's almost like I accept that. No, Sagittarius. Like, you can do better. You can do a whole lot better. And the thing is, it's not about doing it for anyone else other than yourself. It's a belief in yourself, right? It's being just to yourself, to acknowledging your dreams and wishes and desires and everything that you want in your life. It's going out and getting it. It's not settling. And I hate to say this because it sounds harsh, but this is easy. It's easy to settle and be like, this is my life. I'm just living it. What about taking that risk? What about going off on that adventure to seek that thing that you've always dreamed of but haven't gone after quite yet, that's going to bring you love and joy and happiness? That's going to be different for everyone else out there, but let's throw some clarifiers on this. Knight of Swords, fastest moving knight in the deck. Go chase it. Go after it. The card of Gemini. This could be putting an end to a legal suit that you felt didn't go in your favor. Something that you felt like you got the short end of the deal or the short end of the stick, bringing justice to it, making it right. It could be just finally signing your name on the dotted line of that divorce paper, or vice versa. Yeah. Page of Swords. You had that earlier. Oh, no, you didn't. And the Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, there's something about an arrow here. It's shooting farther for your dreams. It's leaving your comfort zone. The way an arrow flies through the air to new destinations, to new places, to meet new people, new conversations to be had with new people, especially, this sounds weird, but like with God, with universe, with spirituality. And yeah, with Queen of Wands, it's all about confidence. It did come out in reverse, so it's like you're not speaking your truth. There's something very like lusty and sexual about this too. And it does sort of have to do with confidence in romance and love too. I am going to put that out there. Something about like a fire-breathing dragon. Is that you? It's like you're supposed to come in full force. And we did say flying through the air, a metaphor about dragons. I don't know what that is, Sagittarius, but Queen of Wands is a badass card. She's the work hard, play hard queen. You guys have worked a tremendous amount. I see that. But are you having fun? Is there joy in your life? If not, you need to go after it. You need to go search for that thing that's going to make you happy. And it might be a soulmate. It might be another person in this world that you haven't encountered yet. It could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or it could be that dream career. It could be that best friend. Something about joining forces or joining union with something. It could be marriage, right? It's closing out old cycles and welcoming in the new. And the world talks about freedom. Freedom and restoring the peace and balance and harmony that you're supposed to feel. It's like you've gone through a major life cycle, Sagittarius. Movement and change, tangible change, right? Physical change, right? It's all about committing to your spiritual path and believing that this is no longer your story. These false beliefs, it's like devil energy. These dark thoughts that have been weighing heavily on your mind, that have been crushing your confidence. I literally just want to throw these cards out. You're moving on from that. This can be a card of celebration and victory. Again, maybe you're celebrating that coin, that token you got in AA. You're celebrating some sort of like finish line. It's like you run the end of the relay race and you in slow motion, right? You cross that finish line and the ribbon goes across your chest and it's like this. Freedom. Where's my world card? There's freedom. You're gaining, like, it almost feels like a second chance at life, you guys. Committing to your path, your spiritual path, but ultimately to chasing what is going to make you happy in this life. And again, there's an emotional risk with this, but I'm just getting, it's going to be worth it in the end. Hell yeah, it's going to be worth it in the end. 9 of Pentacles, a self-made man, a self-made woman, right? She thrives, but this is all about staying in the comfort and the safety of our own home versus going out into the world and like making it out in the real world, right? My Sagittarians need to leave their safety zone a little bit. That's going to be very helpful for them in December and into 2020. You're a peacock. We got to get you to fly, Sagittarius. Fly like the arrows through the air, right? You are the archer. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you, and I will see you very soon for more tarot readings.